Now, the problem with this, the thing that makes it messy is this 1/2. Is there something we can do to get rid of that 1/2 before we ever start? What can we do to make that 1/2 go away in this problem before we ever begin? What can we do? Multiply both sides by 2. Now what happens is because this is all multiplying here, there's no plus in between, we don't have individual terms. So all it takes is 1, 2. It only takes 1, 2 over here to multiply by 2. You don't have to multiply each piece by 2 because when it's multiplying, it's considered like one big term. And then we do have to multiply the 90 by 2. Doing that will be just like when we divided everything by something. It doesn't change the value of anything. So the 2's cancel, and it leaves us with x squared minus 3x equals to 180. X squared minus 3x equals to 180. So we need to do what now? Put it in standard form, subtract our 180, and get it equal to 0. X squared minus 3x minus 180 equals to 0. So let me move and let's see if we can solve that. This one, probably we're going to have to go back and do the quadratic formula on. X squared minus 3x minus 180 equals to 0. To come up with the factors of that, you'd have to list a bunch of them and come up with 2 that were 3 apart. It'd probably take about 5 minutes for us to come up with factors. So we'd probably be better off just using the quadratic formula. So let's do that. The A is going to be what? 1, because it's x squared coefficient. B would be negative 3. C would be negative 180. So if you'll put those into the quadratic formula, I'm going to write it up here again in case somebody forgets. The opposite of B plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4AC all over 2A. So fill your numbers in. And when you work all that out under that square root sign, what number do we get? $729. Is that right? So hopefully 729 is a perfect square. Now you're doing an area problem. It's possible that it wouldn't be. You know, it's possible you'd have to get an approximation of something. But in this case, I think it is a perfect square. What's the square root of 729? 27. So we'd have 3 plus or minus 27 over 2. And we'd have to work that out to get our 2 answers. Anytime you have a quadratic equation, you're going to get 2 answers. So what are we going to get for our 2 answers? 15 and 3 plus 27 over 2 and 3 minus 27 over 2. So this one would give us 15. The other one would give us negative 12. Now, so as soon as you get your 2 answers, so I'll call this x1 and x2, you go back and look at your problem, think about what you're finding, and make sure that it's okay to have a negative answer. Okay, we're dealing with the area of a triangle. Is it okay to have a negative area, a negative side length of a triangle? No. So we have to throw this negative 12 away, because you can't have a negative 12 something, not in a triangle. Okay, so the 15 would be our answer. In our original problem, let's see, I think we were dealing with feet. So this would be Was it? No, I'm sorry, it wasn't feet, it was inches. So this would be inches. This is 15 inches. Also, what did the X stand for? The X stood for our base. So our base is 15 inches. What do we have to do to get our height? What was our height equal to? Height was what? Was X minus 3. Is that right? X minus 3? So it would be 15 minus 3, or 12. So our base would be 15 inches. Our height would be 12 inches. You've got to go back to where you assign variables and see what your other variable was. You want to always get both answers. So you don't want 15 and negative 12. You don't want to stop there. Your answers are 15 and 12. And if you check that, this is the area of the triangle. So we're saying the area is 1/2 of 15 times 12. 15 times 12 would be 180. And 1/2 of 180 would be 90. And that's what our area was in our word problem, 90 square inches. So it does check. So let me give y'all one to try. The area of a rectangle is 60 square feet. The length is 2 feet less than twice the width. Find the length and width. The area of a rectangle is 60 square feet. The length is 2 feet less than twice the width. Find the length and the width. If you're watching the tape, cut the tape off. See if you can do the problem. If you have trouble with it, ask somebody in the math lab for help. Then cut it on and see if you got the right answers. Okay, let's go ahead and just finish it up together because we have about a minute left. How are we going to do 2 feet less than twice the width? How can we do 2 feet less than twice the width? 2x minus 2. See, 2 less is the minus 2 and twice is the 2x. So that would be your length and your width. Your area formula is length times width. So you would just have 60 equals to x times 2x minus 2. So you'd multiply those together. 2x squared minus 2x is 60. And get everything on one side. Once you got everything on one side, you're going to have 2x squared minus 2x minus 60 equals to 0. And if you divide everything by 2, you'd have x squared minus x minus 30 equals to 0. And then that's something that's not too hard to factor. What would the factors of that be? X what? 5 and 6. Which one's plus and which one's minus? Negative 6, positive 5. So we'll get negative 5 as an answer and 6 as an answer. So since we're dealing with area, what would our answer be? 6. You throw the 5 away and we're dealing this time with feet, so we'd have 6 feet. So 6 feet would be our width, and what would we do to get our length? Substitute it into here, 2 times 6 minus 2, or 12 minus 2, or 10. So we'd have 6 feet and 10 feet. Notice if you multiply them together, you'd get to 60 square feet for your area. Okay, so in your homework, you'll have a couple of area problems that will involve the rectangle and the triangle.